90% of car breakdowns are connected to bad maintenance. But here's the twist. Your car can easily hit 100,000 miles, even 1,000,000 miles, without ever needing a single expensive repair. Sounds impossible, right? It's not. In this video, I am going to reveal 11 things that can prevent your car from reaching 100,000 miles. Stick around because the tip number 8 alone can make your car last over 500,000 miles. Let's dive in. Number 1. Stop skipping regular service intervals. One of the biggest reasons cars fail to reach 100,000 miles is simply ignoring the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule. This schedule isn't just a suggestion. It's engineered based on thousands of hours of lab and real-world testing. Skipping routine services like timing belt replacement, brake fluid flushes, transmission fluid changes, or spark plug intervals leads to hidden wear across multiple systems. For example, a neglected spark plug can cause coil failure or cylinder misfire, eventually damaging the catalytic converter, raising repair costs from a $15 plug to an $1,800 plus catalytic converter replacement. Full engine failure due to missed services can easily exceed $4,000 to $7,000 in repairs. Simply put, the owner's manual is your car's survival guide, and every missed service puts you one step closer to early mechanical death. Number 2. Stop warming up your car during winter. Many drivers believe that idling their car for 10 to 15 minutes in cold weather warms up the engine and protects it. In reality, prolonged idling in modern fuel-injected vehicles causes incomplete combustion and carbon buildup inside the combustion chamber. When you idle in cold temperatures, unburnt fuel can wash down the cylinder walls, stripping away protective oil film and accelerating wear on piston rings and cylinder linings. Over time, this leads to poor fuel economy and oil burning, while replacing worn piston rings or a damaged cylinder wall can cost $2,500 to $5,000. The best approach is to idle for only 30 seconds to 1 minute, then drive gently for the first 5 to 10 minutes to let the engine warm up under load. Number 3. Stop ignoring oil change intervals. Engine oil is the backbone of your engine. It breaks down from heat and contamination, turning into sludge. That sludge clogs tiny oil passages in your engine, starving bearings, camshafts, and lifters of proper lubrication. Most modern engines need full synthetic oil every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, depending on conditions. Waiting 10,000 miles or more? You're gambling with your engine's life. A proper oil change costs $50 to $90, but rebuilding an oil-starved engine could cost $3,000 to $7,000. A simple lapse in a $50 service can lead to catastrophic failure before you even hit 80,000 miles. Number 4. Stop neglecting transmission. Fluid changes oil isn't the only fluid your car needs to survive. Transmission fluid is also one of the major fluids. It lubricates planetary gears, clutch packs, valve bodies, and solenoids in both automatic and CVT gearboxes. When fluid becomes burnt or contaminated with metal shavings, it causes gear slippage and thermal breakdown. A failing torque converter, or clogged valve body, is common in vehicles that never get a transmission flush. This can lead to full transmission failure, which costs $3,500 to $5,500 to replace. Meanwhile, a fluid flush costs around $150 to $300, depending on the type. For many cars, the fluid should be replaced every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, and skipping this means you're gambling with the most expensive drivetrain component. Number 5. Stop ignoring dashboard warning lights. A flashing check engine light isn't just annoying, it's a red alert. A blinking check engine light often signals active engine misfire, which can overheat and destroy the catalytic converter, and lead to $1,000 to $2,500 costly replacement. An illuminated oil pressure light may indicate a failing oil pump or critically low oil level, and ignoring it can lead to seized crankshaft bearings or complete engine failure. The truth is, these lights are not suggestions. They're critical alerts tied into the car's ECU and sensor network. You can usually get the codes read for free at auto parts stores, and fixing a small issue early, like a $15 gas cap, can prevent major repairs. Number 6. Stop using cheap fuel. Not all fuel is created equal. Opting for the cheapest gas from unknown or discount stations might save you a few dollars today, but it can cost you thousands in long-term engine damage. Low-quality fuel often contains higher levels of ethanol, impurities, or water contamination. These contaminants can clog fuel injectors, corrode the fuel rail, or damage the fuel pump. Cheap fuel may also have insufficient levels of detergent additives, which leads to carbon buildup on intake valves, throttle bodies, and combustion chambers. That leads to poor performance, misfires, and rough idle. Always use fuel from reputable stations that meet top-tier detergent gasoline standards to ensure your engine stays clean, efficient, and long-lasting. Number 7. Avoid frequent engine overheating. Overheating is one of the fastest ways to kill your engine before it hits 100,000 miles. Frequent overheating doesn't just mean your car is running hot. It means your engine is slowly being cooked from the inside. Every time that temperature needle goes into the red, your head gasket, cylinder head, and engine block are all at risk. Overheating is often caused by a failed thermostat, radiator, or water pump, all of which cost $200 to $900 to replace. Once warped, a cylinder head resurface and gasket job can cost $1,200 to $2,500, and a cracked block means engine replacement. Don't ignore the temperature gauge. It can be the early warning that saves your engine. Number 8. Stop using incorrect tire pressure. Driving with the wrong tire pressure doesn't just kill your tires, it stresses your suspension, steering, and fuel system. Overinflated tires wear out the center tread and reduce traction. Underinflated tires cause sidewall flex, increase rolling resistance, and force your engine to work harder. Many drivers inflate their tires based on the maximum PSI listed on the tire sidewall, not realizing this number indicates the maximum structural pressure the tire can handle, not the manufacturer-recommended operating pressure. Always use the PSI listed on your car's door jamb. A digital gauge costs $10, but replacing a set of prematurely worn tires costs $600 to $1,200. Check monthly and adjust for temperature swings. Your suspension and wallet will thank you. Number 9. Flush the coolant system regularly. Many drivers wrongly assume coolant is a lifetime fluid, but over time it degrades, loses its anti-corrosive additives, and becomes acidic. This causes rust, scale buildup, and electrolysis in key components like the radiator, water pump, and heater core. If left unchanged, old coolant creates internal blockages and hot spots, reducing heat dissipation and leading to overheating. Worse yet, corrosion in the engine block can cause irreversible structural damage, requiring full engine replacement. A coolant flush costs just $100 to $150 and should be done every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. This simple maintenance step preserves your entire cooling system and prevents internal rust that silently kills engines before they reach 100,000 miles. Number 10. Avoid short trips. Frequent short drives prevent the engine from reaching full operating temperature, allowing moisture to remain in the oil and exhaust system. This leads to oil sludge, poor fuel atomization, and exhaust system rust. Over time, oil contamination increases wear on bearings and camshafts. If the engine is consistently cold, the ECU keeps the air-fuel ratio rich, causing fuel dilution of oil. Replacing a sludged engine is $3,000 to $6,000, while catalytic converters cost $900 to $2,000. Try to drive at least 15 to 20 minutes weekly at operating temperature to burn off condensation. Number 11. Neglecting the timing belt or chain. The timing belt synchronizes the crankshaft and camshaft, ensuring valves and pistons don't collide. In interference engines, a snapped timing belt will cause piston-to-valve contact at high speed, bending valves and damaging pistons. A belt job costs $400 to $1,000, depending on the engine and if pulleys or the water pump are replaced simultaneously. It is typically recommended to replace your timing belt between 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Failure to replace this critical component on time usually results in complete engine destruction. That's it for this video. If you want your car to hit 100,000, 200,000, or even 300,000 miles, it's not just about driving, it's about driving smart. Stop the damage before it starts. Your car's future is in your hands. See you in the next video.